Howdy, 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 and welcome to the first episode of the series. Technically, this is episode 000, and I count this as the first, even though we'll have an episode 001. But this is the first episode of the Inner Sphere regional map using City Skylines II and the San Francisco map that comes with it. More importantly, we're going to be using Battletech lore to help populate it. In the background, you should see the map of the City Skylines II, and you'll notice that I already kind of had the outline of the Inner Sphere, which, if you have no idea what the Battletech lore is, the Inner Sphere is the map of the known galaxy that the Battletech Universe takes place in. It's our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, from where the center is Terra. The five major houses of the 3025 era is there, plus ComStar. ComStar rules Earth, Terra, which is in the center of the Inner Sphere, which is why there's the ComStar logo in the middle. I plan on doing something very special with the series. I also made a 2 to 3 minute trailer. If you don't like, seeing my low trailers, please skip 3 minutes into this. And if you do, please tell me in the comments below what you thought about it. Any engagement really helps out this channel a lot, and I really do appreciate it. I look forward to reading what you have to say. I need your help to help grow the city as much as, anything else. With that being said, let's do this trailer. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome, friends, gamers, and other enthusiasts to the BoydofZINJ channel. I hope you enjoy your time here and the video. Please like, subscribe, do all the bell icons, and comment. It really does help small content creators like myself and others by doing so. If you click on the notifications, it may even let others and the YouTube gods know that they may enjoy these videos. With that being said, let's play.
In 2108, humanity began colonizing the stars. Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts.
The planet is called Neo Terra II, and as the trailer suggested, a group of refugees from all over the Inner Sphere in the Battletech Universe gathered to Terra to try and find a new home. They were tired of war, and while they were gathered on Terra, which is Earth, ComStar started to process them and count them when brutal pirates attacked them. It damaged the jump ship, and the jump ship commander got so scared it made an unscheduled random jump. In the Battletech lore and universe, such jumps are highly unpredictable. They can go to literally any star anywhere in the universe. In this case, it took them to an unknown galaxy far away from ever being able to reach back home. And they're stuck there. The engines blew up. They don't have the materials to rebuild it. The refugees found a star system that was very similar to Earth and was able to terraform the planet. They had one planet that could support life. It took them about 2,000 years They did make a few makeshift cities beforehand, but this is their first venture into the great unknown of the terraform planet. The planet's been deemed safe, and as a result, one of the regions that they found looked very similar to the old San Francisco on Earth region. And as shown above, it kind of fits the Inner Sphere logo as best as I could. There's another region that kind of fit it as well, but this one I like this one. Now, unfortunately, this region is probably going to not have snow, or very unlikely to have cold weather to have snow, which I do want snow, but that's for another time. This is the map we're going to go on. It's North American map, and let's start the game. Now, before we go any further, what are my plans for the series? Plan 1. I plan to keep every episode. I have found through analytics, very few people last beyond 18 minutes. So I plan on making episodes about 30 minutes. Half the time, you'll see me designing the city. Then the other half, we're going to be exploring the city. We're going to have specific people we're going to be looking at. And these people are usually going to be important people. And they may be socialites too, or business owners, or just random people too. But some of these people will be important. We're going to role play using the 6 major factions of the Inner Sphere, in no particular order, but starting with House Marik, which is the bottom left, then top left, House Steiner, top right, House Karita, bottom right, House Davian, and bottom center, House Liao. There are some minor factions within each of these houses, such as the Free Rogs Hog League and also St. Ives, but we'll deal with that in a moment. The one thing I want you to keep in mind is this lore is taken from 3025 and before. So clans, stuff, the 3039 war will not factor into this. Second, we're playing with no cheats, no exploits, no console commands, no DLC, because this is the launch of City Skylines II, other than whatever was released in the launch. Eventually we may incorporate DLC, but for right now there's nothing to incorporate except launch DLC, which I believe is the San Francisco map, ironically enough. So that's the first thing. The second thing, we will be planning on building small regional cities throughout this entire map. I believe this is the best way to go. There'll be a few mega cities, like the international town, which will probably be in the middle, held mostly by ComStar, and maybe Tharkat and Luthien and New Avalon and Lio and Marik will also have their big mega cities too. Thirdly, I will occasionally have council meetings and quote-unquote characters come up to impose ideology and situations onto the game. We're going to try and grow the city organically, which means we're going to have councils. And while I, as the main person playing the game, will hold ultimate, control over the game, and of course the game itself holds ultimate control over me, I would try and use roleplay elements to try and grow the city organically. Any questions? This is episode 000 of the City Skylines, where we are going to be creating the Inner Sphere region using City Skylines II, the PC version, and right now just to launch DLC and whatever's in the game. No cheats, no mods, no DLC other than what's coming up with the launch game. Eventually we'll add DLCs as they come in, and no console commands. So let's get started. There's a bunch of good cities. I'll kind of go through each one slowly or moderately. This is the one I was thinking about besides San Francisco of doing the inner sphere. Or maybe even and why this one? If you look sideways, that, you know, House Marik, House Steiner, House Davian, House Kurita, and House Liao kind of fit right there almost perfectly. Same thing about this too. But I'm going to go for this, and if I'm not mistaken, we start here-ish, and if you flip it around, where north is south, east is west, west is east, and south is north, that would make the inner sphere like as shown here. But let's just click through all the maps real fast. So this is North America map. It looks like it's going to be kind of rainy. 5 degrees Celsius. You know, before you start a new game, is there a way to get rid of the Celsius? Who uses Celsius? I'm in America, so I use freedom temperature, or Fahrenheit. Probably being under gameplay. Star pause, yes. Day night, edge scrolling. Doesn't show anything here yet. Interface, maybe here? Here we go. Fahrenheit. And U.S. customary. Let's face it, I'm here in America. You know, 100 kilometers. No one knows how fast 100 kilometers is. There's no such thing. Americans only know miles per hour. Come on, let's be real. I know what 100 miles per hour is. It's sure ain't 100 kilometers per hour. It's not even a real measurement of time or distance or whatever. And yes, I am half joking. Alright, so let's start a new game now. Now it's all set. Oh, look, we can see the temperature. So we'll redo this real fast. European. So 46 degrees. This is a hot place. 86, but moderately hot. Not too hot. 86 isn't that hot. Again, 84 is not that hot. This is kind of cold. 27 degrees and 66. A coldish place. 78, a little coldish. 81, average it seems. 94, very hot. I mean, I'm in Texas. There's plus 100 degree Fahrenheit. 82, so, you know, that makes sense. 42 degrees, so it rarely gets, you know, freezing. Freezing, and 74 degrees maximum, 74 max. But only 8 degrees Fahrenheit? This is a cold map. Whew. This gets... Again, one of my industry maps I was thinking about. And look at that, 25 to 59. So this is a cold map as well. I was looking at this, 23 to 96. Huh. What a weird range. On my next playthrough, I'll probably play this map because it'll have snow, it'll have heat, it has all the outside connections, has decent amount of stuff, resources, natural resources. This has less force and less fertile land. And the last one. 2165, moderately cold. This has a lot of ore. This has a lot of oil. A lot of oil. A lot of ore. Decent amount of ore. oil, low levels of resources, decent amount of ore, oil, very little, moderate amounts of oil. Okay, so this is the map I'm going to play on. We're just going to select it. And we're going to call the map the Inner Sphere Regional Map City. Now, my understanding, this is technically supposed to be only one city. We could make this one megatropolis, right? However, I'm going to actually make lots of mini cities within each other and use the district tools to define cities and what have you. North America theme, European theme. I'm actually going to switch to European theme. Yes, I'm American, but lots of the inner sphere is European. House Kadita is Japanese, which is kind of European, I guess. It's not North American. But more importantly, House Davian and House Steiner are European, French and German. Left-hand traveler, I'm not barbarian. Natural disasters, we'll take out for right now. We'll leave tutorials on, see what happens. We're going to keep this episode very short. Like I said, this is primarily just to get it. Now, in the previous City Skylines 1, why did I stop City Skylines 1? I was playing too many games, 1, and 2, I noticed no one started watching it. If I get to the point where it's getting tedious to make these episodes, I'm going to turn down that sound. If it's getting too long to make these episodes, no one's watching them, I'm going to stop the episode. I mean, I hope people enjoy these episodes, but I'm doing this as a hobby. And making these episodes can be time consuming. Now, I'm trying to balance both time, making these episodes and having fun. I'm a 50-plus-year-old gentleman from Texas. Welcome to City Skylines II. This is the place to build the city of your dreams. Or in this case, the region of our dreams. Take on in-depth challenges of managing city services and directing traffic flow and the flow of lives of your city. Tutorials are here to guide you as you take your first steps towards building a city. As you progress, more hints and guidance become available in case you need it. Let's build. I'm going to take out the tutorials. I've seen enough of it. I've played this game enough. I should be able to do this. Even with the tutorials disabled, you can always access the information screen from the advisor. The advisor offers helpful information in case you get stuck or want more in-depth information on a feature. Select the question mark symbol located on top right, which I'm sure is blurred out right now, top right corner of the screen to open the advisor and browse the content. Yes, I'm sure the tutorials. Okay, so this is the buildable area. This goes to a small island that we're not going to use right now, but it has an outside connection. There's a highway. Let's turn down the music. The music's way too loud. Oh boy. Audio. We'll save the game. Middle mouse button lets you change the perspective and where you're viewing the map. This is how I'm going to view this map. This is, I consider this north, the bottom south, left is west, right is east. So we're starting in the house medic area, as shown here. You know, our first goal is to make a viable city, village. Music's still too loud. Let's fix that. Wow. Audio. That should be sufficient. Okay, so like I was saying, this is how I plan on viewing the map. What's this? I didn't put anything down. Oh, outside connection to power. Interesting. Okay. On the bottom left, you'll see that's pause. It's 08:05, 8 a.m., 5 minutes past the hour. And it's June 2023. As the intro suggests, the inhabitants, the refugees, when they got stuck and they made an emergency jump, it tore a hole in the fabric of the universe. And evidently multiple copies of them made it through multiple worlds. Or maybe alternate universes. No one knows for sure. The people we're following right now were a group of refugees, found a habitable system. Their jump drives were destroyed, so they could not jump out of the system. They found a planet very similar to Earth, but still different in its infancy. They have no sentient life. Beginnings of organic life was happening. They terraformed the planet and made it as Earth-like as possible to suit their needs. The days are much longer. The rotation of a single day to them lasts a lot longer. However, the orbit around the star is almost exactly the same as Earth. I believe they only have 30 days per calendar though, so it's a little different, but not unreasonable so. With that being said, we're going to try and follow the inner sphere map as a guideline. The people we're going to start off with is Marik, and we're going to expand from there. What area specifically Marik? This is going to be, I believe, Gibson. I'll do double research before I confirm that. And this is where we're going to end it. We will occasionally also have ComStar. Second Moon Radio. Okay, sorry about that. That was interesting radio. So, ComStar is the technical 6th faction 3025. In this universe, in City Skylines II, the way I'm going to play ComStar primarily is going to be the police, the maintenance people, the firemen, the medical people, the school people, and of course, they also have residential people too. Most of the businesses will be non-ComStar people, and most of the industry will be non-ComStar people. They will handle some power infrastructure. So basically, ComStar is the infrastructure of this city and residents, and some residents. Okay, with that being said, we're going to end this episode here. Oh, ComStar also is in control of news. So anything related to the internet, postal services, would be ComStar as well. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if we have a news network, bulletins from time to time in my series. I hope you stayed to see episode 1, and I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. If you have any suggestions, please let me know as soon as possible. I'm starting off. The episode length, I'm going to try and keep at 30 minutes or below, give or take. And again, it's going to be about half me fixing up the city, and the other half of me doing tours of the city. And supposedly we can follow people around, and some of the people we're going to be following around are going to be important people that we start designating for the city. And right now, this is primarily Marik and ComStar, and ComStar does have a secret faction called ROM, which Marik would be part of Marik right now. But until next time, I thank you for watching. And please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. I'm not asking for any type of monetary value. And for the sake of engagement, write something. If you're shy, you can even put an emoji. And if you see something I'm doing wrong or have an idea, please let me know. Again, the idea is to try and have the Inner Sphere region, the Inner Sphere map in this entire map region, which is why I'm calling this series the Inner Sphere Regional Map City. Until next time, folks. It's that time of the video where I say adios. Thank you for watching, and if you're hearing this, I really like to say thank you for staying at least this long or skipping to the end. I really appreciate it. Better yet, the YouTube gods seem to enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, click on the bell icon to send notification alerts. It really does help content creators like myself. I need the help. If you have any suggestions about my YouTube content or my channel or about this video, I'd love to hear it. Please leave a comment. Regardless, I'd like to thank you for watching. Stay safe, be entertained, enjoy life, and until next time, adios, goodbye. Hope your RNG is better than mine. Thank you.
All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.